Hello everybody, this is Vaishak. I'm immensely happy because I have got 200 subscribers for my channel. I'm thankful to each and every one of you. It's you who is watching this video right now whom I am thankful to for inspiring me to make better videos and to improve myself. You helped me a lot. You helped me significantly to improve myself to make better videos. Around a month ago, I had to change my mobile phone because the phone which I was using had got some problems. I thought of why to waste some money at service center, better buy a new one. I was looking for a phone with superior camera qualities and cheap in price. Then I started looking at different online merchandise, here, there, like that. And at last I found Mi A1 as the appropriate mobile which meet my requirements. I bought Mi A1 mobile phone and this is my personal short review about the camera of Mi A1. Shit. There are 6 major features which I like about this camera. Dual cameras, 2x optical zoom, portrait, manual as well as HSD mode. Finally, the camera can record 4K resolution videos. Let's talk about the cameras. 2 cameras, each one is of 12 megapixels, one for wide angle shots and the other one for macro shots. The wide angle camera is not so wide because it is of 26 mm focal length. When it comes to landscape photography or if you want to shoot a beautiful scenery of nature, a 26 mm focal length camera could not include a lot of details inside the frame. A camera which is wider than this can shoot landscape photos in a better manner. However, the aperture value of this camera is 2.2. That means this camera can handle the images well in low light conditions. Then comes the second camera, which is a macro lens. It is of 50 mm focal length. A 50 mm focal length. Thus the camera has got 2x optical zoom. The first one is 26 mm focal length. The second one is 50 mm focal length. 50 mm focal length. So after zooming up to 2x, there would not be any noise on the image. It would be well. However, the aperture value of second camera is 2.6. The aperture is less wide compared to the first camera. So in low light conditions, the second camera may not perform as good as the first camera. Here comes the portrait mode. This is an incredible feature. There is a small icon located at the top of the camera app. After switching it on and clicking an image, the camera blurs the background of the focused object, thus gives the image look like it has been shot on a professional cam. But there is a drawback too. If the object is very large or you are not maintaining a proper distance between the object, that means the camera itself says that there should be a 2.5 meters distance between the object and the camera. So then only the camera can make the background blur in a right way. For example, there is a pic which I shot with the portrait mode on. This is a large object, and while the camera focuses on one particular point and blurs the rest of the area, which destroys the image. Then comes the manual mode. Unlike the default camera apps in other mobiles, this camera app contains a manual mode where you can control or change the exposure time, ISO speed, white balance, switch between cameras, and one more thing, I forgot that. What was that? Yeah, focus point. You can also change the focus point like in a professional cam. When you shoot an image, you can have better control over these things when you experiment on something, especially in a hyperlapse like this. Then comes the HSD mode, which means handheld to light mode. That means the camera takes multiple exposures and finds the best image out of that, and it gives a good image during low light conditions. Then comes the front facing camera. Right now I am using front camera of this mobile. It is of 5 megapixel and can shoot a full HD video at 30 frames per second. But this is not up to the mark. It can be used up to some extent for vlogging or taking selfie photos. There is an option for beautifying the image. Camera automatically removes the spots of your face and beautified. Then comes the video. The camera can record 4K resolution videos. 4K resolution video, that means 2160 pixels at 30 frames per second. You can also switch to other resolutions like Full HD, HD and SD mode, and the default frame rate is 30 frames per second. You can't change the frame rate. You cannot decrease or increase the frame rate. So that's a drawback there. There should be a 60 frames per second so that we can take slow-mo videos like in a cinematic, something like that. Under the video mode, you can find two options. One time-lapse and the other one is slow motion. This camera records HD video at 120 frames per second, but the output video is already slowed down. You have to speed up the video in order to retain the normal frame rate. Then comes the time-lapse. Here I love this feature. However, it is available in almost all phones. But in this mobile, you can change the interval time from 0.06 of a second to 60 seconds. That means you can make use of this time-lapse to shoot different situations. The two major drawbacks of video mode is that there is no optical zoom under the video mode. If you zoom, the image starts pixelating, and there is no inbuilt stabilizer. Apart from all these features, there are a lot of presets available in the camera app to enhance the look of the images which are shot on this camera. These are the major features of Mi A1 camera. I feel like Mi A1 camera makes numerous possibilities in the world of photography. And it comes at 15,000 rupees in India. This is how I feel about Mi A1 camera. You could find a link in the description where you can download the actual images and videos shot on this camera. Consider subscribing and see you soon with my next video. See you soon with my next video. See you soon with my next video.